Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to another A Nation Left Behind video on Football Manager 2018 with, of course, the Scottish national team. Got two friendlies coming up in the next two videos. We've got a bit much a useless trip to Mexico today where we're going to go ahead, play a bit of a rotated side and hopefully get some sort of result against them. For our next video we'll see us take on the United Arab Emirates at home. I'm not too sure if that's at Hampden. I'd be very surprised if it is. It may be Easter Road or possibly the Tawdry. Before we get in it, I just want to also mention if you're a fan of other content regarding Football Manager, maybe not videos, but maybe some written stuff. I've got a lot of my NEC save up on my blog at the moment in time, so if you want to check that out, it is 21maxwellblog.wordpress.com, I believe. And as I say, based on that, it's just documenting the journey with NEC, how we've turned them into a mega power, and it's maybe something to look into if you're someone who wonders where to scout in the future, where the best players come from. Because I say I do a lot of research into bringing players in. We end up with maybe 150 players in the books. Players will progress out and loan develop, and some will be sold on. And it's just how we took a club basically from the second tier of Dutch football to pretty much having 700 million in the bank just through good business decisions. Also, if you follow me on Twitter at 21Maxwell, I've just started basically doing like updates. So there's like an update thread on a Clyde save I've started. So if you want to see if I can take a club from the bottom tier of Scottish football right up to the SPFL and hopefully a wee stint in Europe, then as I say, that could be the case. I've done one previously. It was Alloa, I think it was back in either FM12 or 13, but pretty much the promotion to the Premier League under Cyril Heaton, a new stadium, financially ruined the club, and I just couldn't progress from there. A bit different at Clyde. If we can buy the stadium there once we get up the leagues, then there's a potential to take that club very far. But that aside, if you want to check it out, great. If not, let's crack on with the video anyway. So I say we are taking on Mexico in a friendly. There's a bit of a rotated side here, as you'll see. I'd expect us not to be favourites here at all. We're going back to the method to try and Kieran Tierney at centre back. But we've also got Craig Gordon in goal, Andy Robertson at left back, Liam Lindsay at centre back, and John Souttar playing as the third centre back. Right wing back, I've went with Richard Tate on the basis that Callum Patterson is back, but he's not fully match fit following a long injury. So we'll probably give Tate the first 60 minutes, and then we can bring in Callum Patterson. James McCarthy's going to sit. James Morrison's going to be box to box. Stuart Armstrong's the playmaker, with Matty Phillips cutting off the right hand side to support Lee Griffiths. Likes the substitutes, we've got David Marshall, Scott Bain, Jack Henry, John McGinn, Callum McGregor, Tom Kearney, Matt Ritchie, James Forrest, Ryan Fraser, Jason Cummings, and Jordan Rhodes. So it's really about trial and error. In these couple of games, we want to make sure we're in a good position in the Nations League so we can try and win that respective division, keep the coefficient at a good level for Scotland, in the world rankings at least. So when it comes to likes of the Euro Championships in 2020, a decent draw, and again for the 2022 World Cup. It's going to be interesting against a 3-5-2. A lot of familiar names in there. You obviously see Chicharito, Carlos Vela, Giovanni Dos Santos. You've got Chucky Lozano playing on the left-hand side with the number 2 jersey. Jesus Corona as well, Hector Herrera, Diego Reyes, Lucia. And you look at the bench as well, you add in the likes of Guardado, Layun, just to name two people, Jonathan Dos Santos as well. So a lot of quality in this Mexico side. Obviously, unlike real life, I don't think how humid the place is going to be a factor in Football Manager quite as in real life. How above sea level it is. So we'll see how they do. We're only at 45 minutes out of Kieran Tierney, so that's a bit annoying because we only picked 3 centre halves. That was going to be the back three, but you always get that dilemma with Andy Robertson and Kieran Tierney, just how they do it. And I'm really intrigued to see how that battle goes going forward. Chicharito, and that is not a great start for Liam Lindsay. Someone we've tried to fast track through the system. It's a stupid own goal to concede, and what can you do? I've noticed, see if you're not playing at the highest level, the amount of silly, stupid goals you concede. Even at Clyde, after like 3 games, there was twice I'd conceded as Corona makes it 2-0, and this could be a long afternoon. Guys that are out in the far right hand side, pretty much where the dugout ends, and they'd cross it in and it'd loop over the goalkeeper's head, a la David Seaman, and concede. So Does it happen a lot at lower league level? Well, as I say, the lowest I've tend to watch has always been, the Scottish Premier League, which I wouldn't say is that bad a level. I think it's certainly given a bad reputation by the moneybags down south. But yeah, this is horrible. Giovanni Dos Santos has already put this game to bed already, and we're obviously not going to offer too much up front. Here's Andy Robertson. Can we get a goal back? And we can. Matty Phillips. Good driving into the box there from Stuart Armstrong. Hits the ball down. And Matty Phillips, that's what we need our inside forward to be doing, getting in, supporting Lee Griffiths, just try and create something. But we can tell already, Scotland's got two great left backs, and just nothing coming through at centre back at all. As I say, it was my decision to completely freeze out Grant Hanley. He's going to have to play a blinder at club level to even be considered, because he's someone I don't have any time for at all. You know what I mean? I just think he's an absolute. If any time I saw him with Scotland, just a shambles of footballer. Maybe Norwich fans may disagree. Here's a chance for Chicharito, and the bounce here nearly falls for Chucky Lozano. Thankfully, just by the post. So, considering, as I say, one team preparing for the World Cup, one team in transition, it's not horrible, but it's got the potential to go really, really poorly. So, let's see who took it poorly. Andy Robertson and Lee Griffiths. Anyway, Kieran Tierney, captain, has to come off because of Celtic's orders, so okay, we'll bring on Jack Hendry. We'll also take off Stuart Armstrong, who's been very poor, for Tom Kearney. I actually want to try James Forrest, just try to get somebody up there to support. So he's going to have to stick as an inside forward. I don't think James Forrest is ever any good playing on the left. Anytime with Celtic, it's always the right hand side. He actually does quite well at cutting in as well. He's cutting with his left foot against Motherwell in the Betfred Cup final, so we'll keep him there just now. We'll keep it at 3 subs. We'll likely see Patterson at 60 minutes. I'm really unsure who the other 2 substitutes will be. I do want to try a lot of people, so we'll see. But a lot of the folk that don't play tonight more than likely will feature against the United Arab Emirates, and that's just poor from a set piece. Chicharito, of all people, with a flick on, and Diego Reyes making it 4. So we are truly getting taken apart. We're all over the place. You'd think with a back 3, they'd maybe be able to defend it better, but no, not the case. So I don't know how any use, if you go a national team, how you treat friendlies, or just in general how you just give up after you don't make it with a national team, make it to a major tournament. That's embarrassing as well by Carlos Vela making it 5. So a lot of these players are probably going to lose their international future going forward. I think it was nice to bring in Richard Tate, but it really does show we are quite lacking in terms of right back options. So Callum Patterson will come in. We'll go with Callum McGregor playing instead of Morrison, and due to the fact we've just used James Forrest as that player there, we're going to try Cummings up front, and Jordan Rhodes can get the second friendly. So a bad day at the office. But yeah, I'm intrigued to know what people think going forward. Like when they fail for a national tournament, do you just give up and get back to club management? Because I assume a lot of people don't ever do just international saves, because as discussed many times before, it's certainly something that's not. It's not the greatest. It's very, very boring. Especially this phase that's going to come up. That's a stupid penalty to give away there for MacArthur, and this is probably going to be one of the most embarrassing defeats. And it's on a YouTube video. Great, but I don't hate it. You take the pumpings and you learn it. We learn that a lot of these players won't make it for Scotland. But yeah, as I say, it just shows the magnitude of the challenge. Scotland do have some decent players, but do they have them in the right positions? Probably not. And we got to hope that some of the ones that we bring through can get fast tracked. I mean, the likes of Ross McCrory, someone that's probably going to get fast tracked at centre back. Chris Cadden, Alan Campbell, others. But Cummings has put a good shout in. Unlucky them not to make it 6-3. Even goalkeeper wise, there's not a lot really coming through under 21 level just now. And of course, you've got Alan McGregor and Craig Gordon, come up to the wrong side of 30. And I think David Marshall's just 32, 33 himself, so that's quite worrying. You're left with Jordan Archer, Scott Bain, and not many other options. But we're actually getting some joy here. Cummings has done well, and if he had a bit more composure, his runs off the back of that third centre back are certainly putting him in. So that's promising to know that Jason Cummings could be someone to look at. Again, strikers, not a lot of depth there either. You're really screwed if Lee Griffiths is injured. Oh, Cummings again. And of course in this, Ollie McBurnie decided to go and try his luck with England. So we'll maybe bring him up at one point, but what we really need to hope for is, like other saves, that the Scottish national team gets a few gems that can really, take this team forward. As in the NEC save, we pretty much get a striker that realistically is good as Dalglish, Dennis Law, you name it. So overall, possession-wise, fairly competitive, quite even. 24 shots to 11, we did let them get a lot. They only got half of them on target, and then a fourth of their actual shots resulted in a goal, but a lot of things to learn. Maybe not enough fouls in the game. It's something where maybe we need to get in teams' faces to allow them not get as much joy against us. And if we look at our player ratings, we see where they succeeded. It was a lot of the goal scorers. Reyes played well. Chicharito had a field day against us, as did Carlos Vela. You look at poor performances from John Souttar with 6.1, Liam Lindsay as well. James McArthur obviously conceding that penalty. But you look at the positives. James Forrest did well, nick him on. Jason Cummings as well. And then maybe a few performances there. Griffiths, Armstrong, Tate, Tierney. But then again, I always give Kieran Tierney a bit of leeway because we are playing him out of position, but what do you do? You've got two fantastic left backs. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to leave you with a question I want to see if you'll answer in the comments section below. And it is, you've got a choice. Kieran Tierney or Andrew Robertson, who do you play and why? Or how do you implement both into the system? Do you go to a 4-4-2 or a 4-5-1 and play one at left mid? Or do you stick with the one at right back, one at left back, or two playing next to each other at left back and centre back? So let me know how you do that, and if you've had any success with playing the two of them together. And as always, any other comments regarding FM, how you find it this time of year as well, near the end of its cycle towards FM 19. Are you still using the database from January, or have you enjoyed any particular mods that are out there? And yeah, likes, subscriptions, all that jazz, deeply appreciated as well. And of course, remember from the start of the video to check out Twitter and the blog. Will also be a link to the blog in my pinned tweet as well, if you just want to read stuff and just want to kill some time. As always, just watching, much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day, and maybe 1 year, probably not soon, we won't be the country that's left behind. Take it easy. Bye bye.